Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. We've got Shaka, who's been getting picked on all day as a goalkeeper. Stevie Nichols here. Sid Lowe's joining us as well. The dog stopped whining. Can we let the dog in now, Sid?
Let the dog in,
Jan
Sid.
Agafjord
It's Extra Time.
The dog is still whining, but she's sort of the other side of her. She's down the stairs, the other side of the gate, so you probably can't hear her. But I can hear her, and I'm slightly worried about it.
We've been hearing her all show.
So she's upset that the door's being closed and she's not allowed in, Sid. Is that what's happened?
Who let the dogs in?
That's basically it. Exactly. I could go and let her in now, but she'll make even more noise.
Why are you wearing headphones, Sid?
Because the wireless ones gave up on me halfway through the show. I'm having an absolute nightmare today, Kay. I've gone through headphones that gave up on me, wireless ones, which then inevitably, being headphones with a wire, I then had to spend 5 minutes untangling the things before I could put them in my ears. And then, I mean, honestly...
Benny Hill! That's Benny Hill!
It is Benny Hill.
I like his thumbs up.
I don't think this is cool either, to be fair to him. Okay,
Oh, God.
let's get started. That was brilliant. Best of the month already decided. Okay, have you...
There's the dog again. Let the poor dog in, Sid.
Let her in.
Hey, dog in.
I'm going to have to go and let the dog in.
Let her in. Let her in. Well, Sid, let's
Jan can sing while Sid's doing that.
First question's not for Sid anyway. So have you been part of a locker room where the manager lost the squad but regained it later? Or is it a case where once the team turns on the manager, it's over forever? Anyone?
I've never been a part of that dressing room.
You're done. No return.
You're done. And the thing is, by footballers, I mean, they call us stupid. But there's one ability we have. We can see someone coming into a dressing room faking. If you try to be a coach coming into a dressing room and you try to be something you're not, you're out. And I was in Germany in the 90s. And there is so much sound there. I miss the cat now. Oh, there he is.
Here she is.
Oh, fantastic.
Gorgeous.
There you go. Nice one, Sid.
All right.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Is she a bit shy? Sid, why can't we see her? She's just so excited to see you, isn't she?
Do you want to turn around?
Sid, is that red box?
Come here.
Look at that. She will be on Shaka's power rank next week.
That's right.
Ross, what have you done?
Shaka's power rankings.
Pull the cable out, you silly ass.
Dog ranking.
It took a minute. Top dog. All right. Jan, with Norway qualified for the World Cup and Bodo Glimt qualifying for the knockout stages of the Champions League, have we reached the peak of Norwegian football? The World Cup year to come?
Well, we're not peaking, not yet. But it was a fantastic night last night. When we did Benfica Real Madrid in the show, we didn't even talk about Sheldrup, who scored 2 goals, a young kid playing for Benfica. Erling Haaland scoring. I mean, we are on a track now, Norway. We are unbelievable. And the optimism in Norway now before the World Cup, we are discussing now who we're going to play in the final. That's where the optimism is now for our national team. But on the other hand, we have some weaknesses. We have a goalkeeper doesn't play for Sevilla. We have some defenders struggling at the moment. And but I mean, we are very proud of Bodo Glimt because we haven't had so much success in the Champions League since Rosenborg. Remember when Rosenborg always used to be in the Champions League? They beat Real Madrid, they beat AC Milan away. But what Bodo Glimt did the last 3 games off season, that is unbelievable accomplishment.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we didn't talk about Sheldrup last night. Because we were doing the highlights of the goals. And I was trying to figure out the guy's name. And I thought, all right, what I'll do is, I'll just copy what Dan says. Right, so I went to Dan, and Dan went, yeah, that's a great goal, Steve. Because Dan couldn't say it either. So we ended up not even saying his name.
Say it again, loud and proud, yeah.
Sheldrup.
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 Meanwhile, we lost Sid momentarily, even when he was back, because did the dog then disconnect you, Sid?
The dog quite literally put a paw on the phone and pulled the cable out and managed to turn the phone on. So yeah, I've come back just in time to discover that somebody thought that the sensible way to get a pronunciation right was to copy Dan Thomas. What?
Yeah,
This is about the worst possible tactic anyone could ever come up with.
Can't argue with that, Sid.
Okay, yep. Even his mic's popping now as well.
Sid, is that type of water dog?
It is indeed, yeah.
Ah, I thought it was.
Gorgeous.
Very, 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 very needy, so apologies for that.
Oh, we love her. She's welcome on the show anytime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For Shaka,
A lot of needy, and there's a lot of needy people on this show as well. So
No names mentioned. For Shaka, how often do keepers practice their attacking prowess?
None. No, you don't. No. I mean, you mess around, before, after training or whatever, but not with any seriousness, no.
what is prowess for us foreigners? What does that mean?
Strength. Your strength.
Strength.
Yeah.
Strength.
The majority of people, if you were to stand and watch a bunch of players messing around, like the whole squad in the penalty box, and somebody's just whipping balls in for a laugh, you would be able to pick out the goalkeeper in 1.1 second. 0.1 second.
So there's one.
There's no style. There's no style.
But did you see Archie's video from Manuel Neuer the other night?
Yeah, we were here in the studio.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, they claim that Manuel Neuer could play in midfield for Bayern Munich. We never know if it's true.
Yep, so he'll
I'll have a
get
guess.
to practice his.
I'll have a guess.
All right.
Where's my button?
I actually got told that Stevie Nichol's not a bad goalie recently.
Oh, Stevie Nicol told you that.
No,
the only person who told you
my
that.
friend's husband had played in like a charity game or something with Stevie, and he said Stevie was a hell of a goalkeeper. Nothing he can't do, Shaq.
He got a body of a goalkeeper.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think that was at you.
I don't know what that was.
Over to you.
Right,
His body's a temple.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
After Real Madrid's loss to Benfica, Sid, they finished 9th and now face either Benfica again or Bodo Glimt in the playoffs. Focusing on Bodo, who beat both City and Atleti in the Champions League this season, do you think they can pull off another upset and knock out Real Madrid?
Well, I feel like the Benfica game is, from the point of view of the next match, is probably a warning in time for Real Madrid. Now, obviously, you can have a warning in time, but you've then still got to get the preparation right. And one of the problems that Real Madrid have is there's been a very clear sense of their fitness levels or their physical approach not being as good as it should be. And they've really wanted those extra couple of weeks to kind of prepare for the rest of the season. They now don't have those. I think Bodo Glimt, given what they did to Atletico Madrid, given what they did to Manchester City, they will feel they can have a go at Real Madrid, who are a team that structurally haven't been good at all this season. But of course, they have probably the best goalkeeper in the world and probably the best centre forward in the world. And so even if the rest of the team isn't working, they can still catch you. And in fact, I thought Mourinho said it brilliantly last night. Mourinho said that, you need the perfect game to beat Real Madrid. With very, very little, they can kill you. In fact, Kylian Mbappe very nearly did. In a game in which Madrid did very, very little, he scored twice. And so I think Bodo Glimt will be conscious of the fact that no matter how well they play, Madrid only need 3 or 4 moments, and over 2 legs they will probably get them.
Yeah, and they've been the Champions League giant killers so far. Can they do it again if they are to face Real Madrid?
Well, I think that the point Sid is making is that this was a warning for them, for Real Madrid, losing against Benfica, but it would also be a good motivation for Bodo Glimt to see what Benfica did to them. I mean, that was funny today. The big headline in Norwegian papers was 3 of the players had already booked a holiday to the Canary Island. So they had to say, no, we can't travel now because we're playing Champions League. We're playing Champions League playoff. I mean, and now we're talking about that Bodo Glimt will know that Mbappe can do they harm? Yes, they would. I mean, just to have that conversation is fantastic, but you never know. These Kjetil Knutsen, the coach there, he has to be named as well. And these players, they are very stubborn to their system. And they will play their system even against Real Madrid, and they will do their things. But we have seen, of course, we saw they were 2-0 up against Tottenham at home, a game they should have won, but kind of Tottenham came back in that game. And I never knew I should say this, but I think that the Real Madrid will be a slight favourite also against Bodo Glimt, but you never know.
Okay. Jan, do you like the reported Oscar Bobb move to Fulham?
Well, I only this World Cup year got my Norwegian glasses on, and we need Oscar Bobb to play football. And lately, when City haven't played well, he was also injured. He had a terrible injury, but he came back. Respect to him, and I think for him to move to Fulham with a very sensible, good coach there in Silva, a teammate in Sanderberg, another Norwegian player in midfield there. It will be a battle for him as well, because you have players like Wilson. There's a lot of players doing well for them in that midfield, but I think that is a great move for him, and he got to play football now before the World Cup.
Sid, you can have dinner with any figure from Spanish football. Who are you selecting and why?
Well, I don't know if this is cheating a little bit, because maybe you don't see him as purely a Spanish football figure, but it's got to be Diego Maradona. It's got to be Maradona, who of course played here for Barcelona and Sevilla. So I think he counts, even if he's a global figure, not just a Spanish one.
Yes, that would be good. What would you like to know most if you sat with Diego Maradona about Spanish football, Sid?
I'd be fascinated to know, actually, about the rivalry between Barcelona and Athletic Club Bilbao. And if you've never seen it, go and have a look at the Copa del Rey final between Athletic Club and Barcelona, when players are literally doing kung fu kicks on each other. It's the most brutal, violent Copa del Rey final you could ever wish to see.
I remember that.
I'd quite like to know a little bit about that.
Yeah, that would be good. All right, for Sid again. How many points do you think Real Oviedo will get in total by the end of the season?
Are you serious?
Do you know
take
what?
the air out of the balloon.
I know,
Do you know
I'm
what?
sorry.
I know. I've been having this conversation at home and trying to work it out. And I hate to say this, because the points total I think Oviedo can get to is a very, very, very long way from safety. I think the most Oviedo are going to get to this season is going to be 32.
32. You got a number of mentions on the coverage the other day, Sid, even though you weren't on it. We knew you were in the stands.
They've only got
watching.
13 after 21 games, Sid.
Let's Sid have his 32.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're in trouble. That 32 is a very, very optimistic view of it. Yeah, absolutely. Logic and continuing the same form suggests we maybe don't even get to 30. But I'm going to be optimistic. But even in an optimistic scenario, I just... I think it's done, unfortunately.
He'll let the air out the balloon, and then you just slice the balloon up into little bitty pieces. Poor Sid. Now
And then ate
I'm
it.
sticking up for you, Sid. After
Sorry,
you refuse to stick up for goalkeepers.
Sorry, Sid. But at least your dog loves you.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh boy, it's a tough
All right.
score.
Thank you so much for sending in your questions, except for that last one, Andrea. That one.
Oh boy.
See you next time
tough
on
score
ESPN
today.
FC. Started so well.